How did we get here? This was supposed to be simple. Certain teams were locks.
The best team in Canada.
Massive expectations.
Others were rebuilding.
You wonder how they're that bad.
And they're getting older. Cup contenders had a script.
This could be a dynasty in the making.
Everyone else had a timeline.
There's that up to faith.
This thing's gonna blow up. I think it's gonna keep going south.
6 months ago, we thought we knew how this might end. Predictions were spoken like facts.
They're going to make the playoffs.
But if history has taught us anything, it's that we know nothing.
Well, it's not making the playoffs.
0.0%.
Stanley Cup playoffs. Here comes Denver.
Longest playoff drought snaps.
You ain't been around.
Pittsburgh is not competitive.
Pittsburgh Penguins are going to the playoffs. They're going to be one of the worst teams in the league.
Tampa is on a tear.
Somewhere between then and now, scripts flipped and tables turned.
What a super weird year hockey is having.
This season didn't unfold. It erupted.
Putting on a show.
Young players didn't develop. They defied expectations.
It's generational.
This kid is just getting started.
Rivalries became heated. And with the world watching, we were reminded what this game is like when they have something to play for. Now, they have everything to play for.
The greatest trophy in professional sports.
We're back where we started. A fresh sheet and a clean slate.
It's all even.
But the landscape looks different.
I don't think anybody expected this to be a playoff team.
The conversation has changed.
The Anaheim Ducks.
The Boston Bruins. The Utah Mammoth.
But that doesn't change the conversation.
Legit Stanley Cup contenders.
For the next 2 months, uncertainty is the only sure thing.
What you do during the year doesn't matter.
The improbable has just happened.
Who cares how we got here?
16 different starting points.
We've arrived.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Unbelievable. As good as it gets.
The Stanley Cup playoffs are on TNT. And you ain't seen nothing yet.
The thing about...
Well, hello everybody and welcome to the Stanley Cup playoffs. We are live from Dallas, Texas, where the Dallas Stars take on the Colorado Avalanche. Myself and Bob Sutherland are here in Dallas, where these fans are loud and on their feet, and about 4 minutes away, we are ready for the teams to head out on the ice. Bob, the Dallas Stars have a 3-1 series lead in this first round matchup between the Colorado Avalanche and themselves. What do they have to do to take this series in control and win this series at home ice? It's pretty simple here, Colin. They just need to find a way to get pucks to the net, keep the shots low, get the rebounds, and get to the power play. Their power play has been very, very good against the Colorado penalty kill. I think if they can get a couple of power plays and they still keep humming, I think they have a chance to win this series. The one thing that a lot of Dallas Stars fans will say is that they felt like they were in control of most of the games through the first four. Now game 5, they have an opportunity to head to the second round. Dallas needs this, don't you? Don't you think? I think they do. I think they really need this win. You know, getting bumped out in the first round, getting bumped out of a couple of rounds every now and then. I really do think that the Dallas Stars need this, but I also think that the fan base needs this, and those guys know that their fan base needs this, and that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing for Dallas. Get to the second round and then live to fight another day. Speaking of live to fight another day, it's the Colorado Avalanche who need to live to fight another day. They are in Game 5 of this series. They are down 3-1. They're going to try to pull this series back to Colorado and make this series 3-2 and start chipping away at a couple of wins in this series. Bob, you know what time it is? It's my favorite time of the pregame show, and I love doing it here live where all these fans get to hear us talk about the pregame picks. These pregame picks are going to be big because it is Game 5 here in Dallas. This place is rocking. I just want to put that out there. This place is booming. The pregame picks are brought to you by Land Rover. Go above and beyond with the new Land Rover in 2026. Who's winning Game 5? I'm going Dallas. I like the way they've been playing all series. They've been the better team. Their fan base has been pumped. I'm going Stars. I'm also going Dallas. I think they come out and they win this one 4-1. I think they're going to have a big game coming up here against the Colorado Avalanche. It is a sight to see if you're here live in Dallas as they're getting ready for game number 5. The 3 keys to victory brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? For the Dallas Stars, they need to get pucks to the net, stay on the power play, and let Jake Ottinger see the puck. For the other side, the Colorado Avalanche need to get the first goal, stay on the offensive, and play physical. Those are the keys to victory brought to you by Capital One. What's in your wallet? We're going to send you down to the fans. In 10 seconds, the Dallas Stars will be headed out on the ice. Enjoy it, everyone. Hello, everybody, and welcome to American Airlines Center here in Dallas, Texas, where the Stars have an opportunity to put the Colorado Avalanche away here in round number 1. It's Nathan MacKinnon in the face-off circle against Wyatt Johnson, and they have an opportunity to send this series back to Colorado. Cale Makar onto the stick of Devon Taves, back to Cale Makar. Plays it over the middle of the Meaches. Fires the first shot. Saved there by Ottinger. First shot of the game brought to you by the Smile Cookie from Tim Hortons. Every bite makes an impact. Another shot. Saved there by Ottinger. Great work there by the MacKinnon line to start with 2 quick shots on the net. Robertson to Wyatt Johnson. Fires one. Blackwood will make the stop. Play it down in the corner. Blackwood and Ottinger, the starting goaltenders, brought to you by the NHL Ice Q stat line. As here comes Nathan MacKinnon. Nice move into the middle. And the shot saved there by Ottinger, and he'll hold on. That was really good work there by Jake Ottinger. Makes a couple of big stops for the Dallas Stars. You knew Colorado was going to come out guns a-blazing. Their series is on the line. Every game is going to be like that now here in the rest of the series. MacKinnon to Makar. Fires a shot. It got blocked away by a shin pad. Lekanen down low to Gavin Brindley. He fires a shot, and it's into the glove there of Ottinger, who will hold on. And you're right, Bob. This is what you expect out of the out of the Colorado Avalanche here in Dallas. They are fighting for their playoff lives. They've been one of the best teams all season long in the NHL. They're going to want to prove that. Here's Kadri with the shot, saved there by Ottinger, and it's actually the Devon Taves, it was Cale Makar who was slow to get up after that collision at the blue line. Here's Matt Duchesne. Sends it around to Jamie Benn. Enemy number 1 in Colorado. Gets the first shot for Dallas here in game 5. As Kadri will play it up. Here's Matt Duchesne now. Takes a hit there by Makar. He gets his get back. Now he has the puck back. Duchesne on him. These two battling here early in the first. Look out. There's Kulak with a hit. Good shot blocked there by Colorado. And Hintz with a chance. It got blocked out in front. And Nick Waugh now on the puck. Plays it into the middle to O'Connor, who gets the puck deep. As first round matchups start to even out, we have our first second round matchup set here in our Stanley Cup playoff simulation series between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Buffalo Sabres. That is going to be one heck of a good series. O'Connor tries to chip it up. It's broken up there and now play back. O'Connor will get it and we'll feed it up over to Parker Kelly. Feeds it back over to Kulak, who will hold and wait. Kulak spins off of a check, feeds it up top to Manson, who jumps off the wall, and a good save there by Ottinger. Brandon hit by his trade partner, Marty Natchez, as Bastian now works his way in. Good shot blocked by Ernie with a chance. Rebound, and a great save there by Blackwood. He was falling and still made the stop. Kulak now on the puck will send it, and this will be an icing call. So we will get our first real stoppage of play here in period number 1 of game number 5. 9:25 to go. Jamie Benn, enemy number 1 in Colorado, gets the job done physically and levels Cale Makar.
Hi, Sid. Bye, Sid.
Top NHL plays from...
Hey, Alex, why is Beckstrom on your life insurance policy?
We're a duo.
A duo?
Yeah, if something happened to me, who is Becky going to pass the puck to? His power play points might drop. How he will get his assist? What then?
Yeah, what then?
And why is he always here for breakfast?
Hey, you. Who is the new guy?
That's Sergei Pakusin. Just signed out of the Super League.
I am hockey star. I have my own car. From Russia with protection. Proof of daddy. I will finger. Oh, look, it's Holly the goalie.
McDonald's 2009 NHL Star Helmets. Small helmets, big stars.
I love those 2009 commercials. Face off, won there by the Stars. Blocked away there by Nelson, and he was almost off to the races by a pass from McKinnon, who got his first in Game 4 of this series. And then he got his second in Game 4 of this series. So McKinnon out to the races on the scoring as he now sends one up the middle, broken up there by Lundqvist. Plays it back. Tipped in there by Bastian. Kulak, has got it. Colton plays up over to Krivada, who will hold it right near the blue line. Waits for reinforcements for the Avs. Will send it behind the cage. Natchez is there at the tail end of his shift. Manson to Kulak. Fires! Blocker stopped there by Ottinger. Colorado stays on the puck. It's Krivada finding space, and this time hit a shin pad. It's Lindell. Now for Dallas. Plays up over to Michael Bunting. He slides it across, and Jury is there for the Avs. Chips it back onto the stick here of Manson. Will feed it up the wall, and now here comes Krivada. He's had a good shift here. Little backhand shot at the tail end of his shift. Saved by Ottinger, and he'll get a whistle and hold on with 4:30 to go in this hockey game. Stay tuned. One more Game 5 to go here today. Here's the Anaheim Ducks and the Vegas Golden Knights. Anaheim tries to close out Vegas. Heiskanen fires it along the wall. Big hit down low. Taves hit his man. Makar is now on the puck. You will feed it up over to Lehkonen. Makar takes another big hit. As they've been going after Cale here in game number 5. Here he is again with the puck now. This time he learns to skate it. takes a little bit of a bump, and now it's Taves who will send it right down the ice. Brindley will go pressure, but it's Tyler Myers who's made himself a big key factor of this series. Breaking out the puck, Ernie, back over to Heiskanen, feeds it up, and that's offside as Tyler Seguin touched the puck. Face off one, and now Nick Waugh has it. Here's Waugh, holds, uses that big frame of his, backhand shot, saved by Ottinger. Waugh, up top to Brett Burns, fires, it got directed out in front. We're down to the final minute of play. Final minute of play is brought to you by the NHL YouTube channel. Find all the highlights and more at the NHL YouTube channel. Robertson takes a hit there by Burns, puck slides into the corner. 7 seconds to go here in the period number 1 of Game 5 in Dallas. That will wind down the clock with a little soft dump as we will get some time to take a breather. As the Colorado Avalanche came out hot and heavy, but the Dallas Stars hold on 0-0 after 1.
Danny Daisy Design transforms any space, and Intuit QuickBooks pulls everything together in one place with AI agents working for her.
Income's up.
And accountants working with her.
Let's look at your forecast.
Great. Over there, guys.
Outdo it with Intuit QuickBooks.
Let's talk to the man who won this game. Brett Howden, we bring him in right now. Congratulations. I get your old teammate, Henrik Lundqvist.
Howds, congrats. Wow, you know what? Going into overtime, I said, who's going to score the game-winning goal? And I said, you. Had that shot in you, though. That was impressive. How did it feel playing this game? There was so much back and forth, the momentum swings. It was amazing to watch.
Yeah, first off, Hank, it's great to hear your voice. I always see you on TV, but yeah, I mean, it was a crazy game. Just a lot of back and forth. They got a lot of speed, a lot of skill. You know, it's funny. It's kind of similar to last game. They come out in the third. They pot a couple goals, and then Pav with a huge goal at the end, getting his hat-trick goal. But yeah, like you said, a lot of back and forth. Yeah, we're obviously just super happy to get the job done.
You're now going to be known as Brett Howden. What a goal. Incredible. Congratulations. It's ace. We're kind of kicking around here on the panel about what the guys are doing in between periods to get ready for this overtime.
Not much. You know, some guys are just changing their gear. Their undergear we're getting pretty wet just from you know, sweating lots, but yeah, just recovering and just staying in the moment, just not trying to think too much. You know, talking about some things on the ice, but you know, our group, I've said it lots, our group is such a mature veteran group that you know, it was a calm feeling in between both intermissions. You know, I think it just speaks volumes of the leadership that we have on this team.
Howard, it's Biz here. I can hear you huffing and puffing, and you mentioned how quick Utah is and how skilled they are. Like, did you expect it to be this type of pace going against these guys? And what's been the most difficult part about trying to stop them and slow them down?
Yeah, we knew that for sure. You know, they play quick. You know, they're quick in the neutral zone. And like I said, they're a fast, skilled team. The way they move the puck, but you know, I think for us, you know, we've been really focusing on what we need to do, focusing on our game. You know, having an aggressive mindset. So you know, as much as we knew lots about them coming into to this series, you know, I think it was a lot more fine-tuning our game and focusing on us.
Final one for me. We were talking about the back and forth nature of this series, right? So all the swings and sudden turns, and it's a lot of fun for us to watch as neutral observers. I'm sure it's somewhat fun to play in, but I got to ask about your head coach, John Tortorella. How is he enjoying all the back and forth and lead changes in this game? How's he handling that?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, he gets pretty fired up on the bench when we get a big goal, especially late there. It's pretty funny to see him get fired up with us. But no, it's been great. The energy's been really good, and we just want to continue that and keep it rolling.
All right, Brett, thanks so much. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congrats,
Awesome.
Keep
Brett Howden from the Vegas Golden Knights, from the TNT panel. Biz, Ace, Hank, Liam, thank you, gentlemen. We are here in Dallas for a 0-0 opening puck drop of the second period of game number 5. Bob, how do you like the look here of Dallas in game 5 of a closeout game?
Well, we've had a couple of game 5s that the series are 3-2 or 3-1, and you know, couple of teams with the win, couple of teams not with the win. It is the hardest thing ever to close out a team, especially a team like the Colorado Avalanche.
Taves plays up over to Natchez, who will hold, fires a shot right into the chest there of Jake Ottinger, who will hold on, smother it up, and get a whistle for the Dallas Stars. Nathan McKinnon, Wyatt Johnson. McKinnon wins another draw. It's back to Makar, who feeds it over to Natchez. Across to Taves, fires a shot. Blocker save Ottinger.
One thing that the Dallas Stars need to... Oh, wait a minute.
There's a shot there by Rantanen. Good save by Blackwood out in front. Johnson couldn't tuck it home. Makar almost lost the puck, regains control, now feeds up over to Lehkonen. Moves in over the blue line, fires a shot. Saved there, Ottinger, and McKinnon was right on the doorstep. Ottinger swatted it away. Good work there by Brindley on Rantanen, and he will feed it over to Manson.
What I was going to say is one thing that the Avs did really well in Game 5 is beat Dallas at the faceoff dot. It's a whole different game when you get puck possession off of a faceoff.
Dallas held the lead in the faceoff department in games 1, 2, and 3, but game 4 went to Colorado, and right now Colorado winning that in game 5. So the difference of a series is a shot. Went high and wide there from Manson. It is one of the key factors of this series, getting the puck out of a faceoff and getting possession. Possession's been so big in this series, and now it gets turned over as Faska lost it there to Kadri. Plays up top, a shot, tipped in front, saved by Blackwood.
I'm not sure if that took a deflection or if it just bounced off someone by accident, but that was a good shot on net there by Lindell. Smart veteran play.
Steele was the man in front of that net, so if it was redirected, it probably would have been him. Here's Wall with another shot and into the crest of Jake Ottinger. Faceoff won again here by Colorado. Dallas actually had possession, tipped in front there by Watt. Another save by Ottinger, who comes right out of his crease and makes a good one. Take a look at Jake Ottinger's numbers. 1.51 goals against average in the series. 2-1 record. It's Casey DeSmith in the net for game number 1. Burns plays over to Blankenberg. Lead feed pass. They hit a shin pad, and that shin pad being Rope hits. Nice move. He's in. Stopped there by Blackwood. What a move by Rope Hintz as he puts Blankenberg on skis. You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs here on Twitch TV and Flow Hockey.
Watching dough rise always fills me with inspiration.
Don't look at my savings account.
BMO has 2 special ingredients to grow your savings. Great rates and no monthly fees.
You're hired. Apron.
Gotta be faster than that.
What's this? New Polydent cleanser?
Improved with more active power bubbles. Scientifically proven to clean even the hardest to reach places on full and partial dentures.
Wow. Fresher or longer?
If your mouth could talk, it would ask for Polydent.
Hey, Ovi.
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing in the dark, man?
Nothing, just the late night filings.
Really? Late night filing? What are you, a Russian spy or something?
Yeah, right.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Пронесло.
Да, уж чуть не спалили.
NHL rivalries have existed for a long time. Rivalries on the ice. Rivalries in the stands. And certainly rivalries off the ice. But one thing hockey fans can agree on is that Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Geico, proud partner of the NHL.
Seguin and Colton will line up for the faceoff. Seguin wins it there for Dallas. Big faceoff win and a great block by Jury. A shot swatted aside there by Blackwood on the blocking hand. Puck gets out, big hit down low. That was Bastian with a massive hit there. And now here he comes in with a shot. Fought away there by Blackwood again.
Just takes one shift like that.
Here's Blankenberg trying to feed it across. Good play there by Heiskanen. Makar jumps out on the ice and levels Bunting. Drury, the victim of one of those massive hits in the shift. Here's a pass to Cale Makar. He's in. He gets bumped away. Now a wrist shot. Save high by Ottinger. Face-off one. And it's played back onto the stick here, Randon. So Dallas now trying to get more face-off wins. Maybe they heard us talking about it.
Well, no, it's obviously like both teams have noticed that once you have possession of this puck off of a face-off, that's when goals happen. And both teams have noticed that, and face-offs are a big part of this series.
Makar wheels it up over to Nelson, pumps the brakes, feeds it across, and there's Natchez who was out in front, who couldn't get a stick on it. Labushkin now with the puck, plays it up over the blue line, feeds it across, turned away there, and Manson is on it. 3:46 to go, we still await our first goal. Here's McKinnon, finds it over to Nelson, back to the dog as he couldn't rip a shot. Battle along the wall pursues. Here's Manson now in, and he lost the puck. And now here's a foot race for it. Wyatt Johnson. Kulak got a stick on it. Blackwood with the stop. Kulak with the feed, and it's going to go all the way down the ice. Brindley says he was there, but they're going to call this icing Colorado. Face-off one there. Duchesne lost it to Lehkonen. Kulak tries to feed it back over to his teammate, but Duchesne with the intercept. Jamie Benn now works his way in. Feeds it up top to the slot, and one pass too many. There for the Stars. Here's a shot off the post. Labushkin comes that close. Man's got the puck lost away from him. And now Lehkonen skates it out here for Colorado. Arturi Lehkonen, nice move. Down low, McKinnon! Stopped there by Ottinger. What a chance there for the dog. McKinnon, Lehkonen can't get the puck, and that will finish it up. As a big chance there for Dallas. Off the iron, it beat the glove, but not the goaltender, and then down the other way, Colorado couldn't bury.
Devastating news for us yesterday, and really sad. And he was such an unbelievable person, self-deprecating, hilarious, passionate about hockey. And I started going through YouTube, and I started looking at some of my favorite moments as a Vancouver Canuck. How many of those moments did Cheech call the color for. And it's like, oh, Cheech again, Cheech again, Cheech again. He was a part of all my biggest moments in the NHL playing for the Vancouver Canucks. His calls were awesome. I loved his perspective. I loved his brutal honesty. My favorite memories of him are going to be, going to have a Coors Light with him and Murph and Shorty and sitting around and shooting the breeze and telling stories and laughing and making fun of each other. I traveled for 10 years with Cheech, and he was always on the charter, went to hotels, to rinks on the road together. A week ago today, Cheech and Harner Ryan are working the Vegas-Utah game, and we're texting each other back and forth. He's making fun of something I said in the intermission. I'm making fun of something he said in the color. And I feel fortunate that was my last interaction with Cheech, because that's who he was and that's what I loved about him.
I've been blessed to have worked with Cheech and to know Cheech and to have been influenced by Cheech.
Almost 2 decades with Cheech on the road. So thousands of days on the road with Cheech. And we didn't have one argument over anything important. You couldn't be in a bad mood around him. He was kind, genuine, generous. I don't know how much money he gave to people on the street, but he was always willing to stop and talk and give. Filled with love and joy that I got to work with him for one more week here at the end, because it had been a while, and it was to be treasured. Yeah.
I got to know him pretty well when I was out in Vancouver. Just knowing him for just being in the league for so long. He's one of the good ones, and he was loved. He's going to be terribly missed.
Unfortunate news there for Cheech, John Garrett. Tough scene. As we try to turn up the dial here in period number 3 after that beautiful piece by Kevin Bieksa. Devon Taves has the puck, fires one in on Ottinger. He'll make the stop and play it out. Colorado winning the opening faceoff for this period again, as we remain scoreless here in the third period. Fans trying to get their team in it as a Let's Go Stars chant prevails here in the American Airlines Center. Here's a shot, blocked there, Myers on the rebound. It was Wyatt Johnson right on the doorstep. Devon Taves now. Good start for Colorado after period number 1. For period number 2, and now it's Dallas in the offensive zone for period number 3. Iskinen plays over to Myers. He took a hit. Robertson has the puck. We'll send it across to Wyatt Johnson, who feeds it down low to Robertson. Now here's a shot. Lost it. Robertson couldn't get the rebound, and McCarr does. Here come the Avs. Cale McCarr to Nate McKinnon. Across to Nelson. Fires a shot. It's high. Good start there by Dallas, getting the puck deeper into the Avs zone. Not a lot of people will talk about the crowd energy, but down here between the benches, Colin, this place is awesome. Here's a turnover shot by Nelson. Steered aside there by Ottinger, and a breakout here pursues for Dallas. Here's Thomas Harley. He's been good this series. Kulak feeds it across to Lehkonen, who jumps out on the ice. Lehkonen. Brindley holds, plays it back up top. Manson fires a wrist shot. It was tipped in front. Went into the corner. Big hit there by McKinnon. Robertson now has the puck for Dallas. Works his way down in the corner. Brindlin, and Manson were there to help out. Manson will hold. He'll wait for some reinforcements, as now he gets pressured there by Rope Hintz. Great forecheck by Hintz, and the puck slid across the crease. Lehkonen. Good forecheck by Hintz, but he's going to take a penalty. First power play of the game goes to Colorado. Brindley got hauled down by Hintz with a cross check and a hold. They call him with the cross check. The Avs are 3 for 5 on the power play. As here we go, a face-off win. And they set it up early. Kulak onto the stick of Nathan McKinnon. Back on to Kulak, who holds back to McKinnon. Across, Kulak with a shot. It got broken up, but he gets the puck back again. This time to Burns. Burns holds. Back to Kulak, who sets it up. Kulak holds. Back onto the stick here, Marty Necas. To Kulak. Pitch and catch to Necas, and they finally get the puck off of Necas, and he takes a tripping penalty.
So much for that power play if you're Colorado, because now it's 4-on-4. That's frustration from Natchez. Great penalty kill by Dallas for the first couple of seconds that they needed it. They were aggressive on the point, couldn't get any passes through, couldn't even get a shot on that power play for Colorado.
Now we go 4-on-4, and Dallas will have a free power play. Wyatt Johnson in. Great point blank stop there by Blackwood. Voila, now on the puck, fires a shot, it goes wide. It's Nick Waugh out on the ice with Arturi Lehkonen, Manson, and Cale Makar, because now they're killing for 34 seconds. Dallas tries to penetrate the zone, they can't. Makar is on the puck, and he will rip around the Colorado net and send the puck down the ice. Both of the Dallas and Colorado power plays. Here we go, 2-on-1. A chance for hits. Backdoor bend. Saved there by Blackwood. His best stop of the night. Both of those power plays for Colorado and Dallas were both brought to you by Staples. That was easy. Here's Natchez. Feeds it over to Makar. Fires a shot. Blocker safe through traffic. Good stop there by Ottinger. He play on. 8:13 to go. Steered aside there. Lundqvist can't get the zone. Now Makar will gain red line and feed it over to Kelly, who can't penetrate the blue. Rantanen onto the stick here on Connor. O'Connor now. Chips it down the ice. He's in the middle. Lundqvist. Look out. Big hit, Parker Kelly. Feeds it down the wall, and that will be icing Dallas with 6:28 to go here in the period. We were going to step aside, but due to the icing, we will play on and take a look at Mackenzie Blackwood.
The question mark in goaltending for the Colorado Avalanche coming into this series between Jake Ottinger and Mackenzie Blackwood. Blackwood has played really, really well.
Face-off won by Dallas, but Colorado prevails. Burns tried to feed it over, and the puck exited the zone. Now Burns skates in. Look at this job here by Brett Burns.
This all starts from Burns' puck carry.
Drury with a shot. It's on the side of the net. They score! Wait a minute, they're calling it off! Jack Drury! As this might count.
Look at this puck scrambled right off the post. Drury, oh, it goes off of his skate. This is a good goal. This is a good goal.
It all started with Brett Burns penetrating the zone. Let's take a look here. And they call it no goal. So the fan base here in Dallas is something to cheer for. Jared Bednar doesn't get an explanation. We have a puck drop. As that puck gets off on the blue line, James Jerome is the referee that made that call at center ice. No goal. We remain 0-0 here in Game 5.
I don't know how that's no goal. I mean, it's a loose puck. It doesn't kick it in. It just hits off of his skate and goes in.
Drury with another shot. Stopped there by Ottinger. Great work by Brett Burns to gain zone entry. And then Drury on the wraparound stayed with it. Ottinger lost the puck on the goal line. And it's no goal. Here's a shot saved there by Blackwood. 2:17 to go in regulation. We remain scoreless. Shots are 23-14 in favor of the Avs. McKinnon to Drury. Lost it at the blue line. Sam Steele now wins the puck battle. Plays over to Duchesne. He's hit hard by Makar. Nelson holds. Feeds it back over to Devon Taves. Last minute of the third period brought to you by Discover, the official credit card of the National Hockey League. McKinnon takes a hit. This has been a hard, tight game in Game 5. Shots don't say that, but play does. Taves feeds it over. A turnover, bat off the post! That close to ending it here in Game 5! McKinnon to Makars. We play on again. A puck sent deep. Labushkin on it. Big hit there, Gavin Brindley. On Ilya Labushkin, who's slow to get up. Ernie takes a hit. 2-on-1 for Dallas. Rope hits. Broken up there by Makar. Here comes Kadri. One final chance for Colorado. A shot saved there by Onger. Harley hit. Kadri out in front. Lehkonen couldn't get a piece of wood on it. Now a turnover. Lehkonen saved there by Onger. 3 seconds to go in regulation. And the Stars and the Colorado Avalanche are headed to overtime here in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Is it too big?
It's Canadian Tire's Big Red Sale. It should be big. I mean, it's a big sale, isn't it?
The Spring Big Red Sale, on from April 23rd to 30th.
Let's go back to the Pittsburgh side. Bring in Mr. T himself. Eric Carlson joins us right now. All right, Hank, lead us off.
Eric, or maybe I should call you Benjamin Button.
I like that.
I mean, you're playing, 27 minutes a game here. Did you bring in some Swedish milk to recover? What's the secret here to stay fresh between games?
Ostmacka och mjölk.
Ostmacka och mjölk.
Yeah, that's a late night snack in Sweden. No, I don't know. I feel good. Obviously, I'm not that old yet. Just hoping that I can break free a little bit more and create a little bit more. They've done a good job in limiting us, and then done a good job in covering the areas that we want to get to.
Eric, it's Biz here. You've played in playoffs a long time and been in a lot of different difficult atmospheres. In the first 2 games there, where does it rank as far as hostility and intensity, and how does it affect you and your team?
It's awesome. It's been so long that I kind of forgot what it felt like, and so it's nice to get this right away. You can definitely feel that. These two teams have been battling for a long time. So it's fun to be a part of. And, hopefully we can pull one out tonight and bring it back to Pittsburgh for one more.
EK, it's Ace. You guys lost the first 3 games. You came back and won the next 2. What changed?
Yeah, you tell me. You guys are the experts. That's why you don't play anymore. You can watch the game and study it. I don't know. I think, obviously, I can only speak for myself, but I think that, maybe we were a little bit too hesitant, in the early stages of the series. You could feel that, we almost played like we had something to lose, which we do not. And right now we're just playing the game, and when we do that, it makes it a lot easier for everybody out there to make the good reads and just keep coming.
Well, let's keep going. And let's see who comes to the winner of this game. Will we have a Game 6 or will we see handshakes? Face-off is underway, and here we go. Overtime, Game 5, 0-0. Here come the Avs. Nelson in, and he couldn't find a shot. Nelson holds the puck. Awaits reinforcements to get in there. Nelson to Taves as that puck took a deflection and it heads all the way down. Blackwood can't go out for it because Mikko ran it. Won a foot race. Here's a shot. Turned away there. Here's Heiskanen again. And a good save there by Blackwood. Big hit down in the corner on Randon, but he comes out with a punt. And a shot saved there by Blackwood. Randon in, and a good save by Blackwood again. So, first scary chance goes to Dallas. Here's Natchez now. Holds, fires a shot, tipped in front, and it just trickled by the net. Heiskanen, every chance in overtime is something to put you on the edge of your seat. Here's a shot, saved by Blackwood. Bunting now. Hits by Kadri. Sagan, it's off a deflection, and it went just wide. Good work there by Kulak to stay calm, as he could have put that in his own net. Here's a 2-on-1 now. A shot from Harley. Glove save Blackwood.
all Dallas right now in this overtime. Here's the youngster, Gavin Brindley. Plays in the middle. Arturi Lehkonen in as a good stop there by Ottinger. Game 3. I think. Is it game 3 or game 4, the winner of overtime, Arturi Lehkonen? I believe it was game 3. Here comes Steele. Works his way in. It was game 3. As it's played back along the line. A shot out in front. Saved there by Blackwood. Now back. Save it! Oh, they knock it off! What a save by Blackwood! Puck is loose. Rebound. They can't get it down. They do. And they score! The Dallas Stars win it in overtime! And they move on to round number 2. I have no idea who got that goal. I have no idea who scored it. But the Dallas Stars are up to round number 2. The handshake line after an overtime winner. I think it was Radek Vaska who puts this away. It was all Dallas. The whole overtime after the one good chance from Colorado. Colorado just couldn't get the puck out of their zone. As we take a look here, I think, it's Radek Vaska on the doorstep for the Dallas Stars, who send them to round number 2. So whoever had Radek Vaska as your game winner, congratulations, sir. You just got paid. What a turn of events, as it looked like Colorado was going to send that series back to Colorado. They were playing a good game, but it's the Dallas Stars who will now take on the Utah Mammoth in round number 2. What a series that will be, folks. Wow, what a series that will be. We still have 4 series left to decide, and they will require 1 Game 5 and 3 Game 6s. Possibly more Game 7s on the horizon, as the the Buffalo Sabres and the Utah Mammoth have had now in total 4 days off from their series wins. 4 days off. So Utah coming in well rested against Dallas. Dallas will have home ice in that series. That is going to be a good one. That is the second wild card spot team playing against the first in the Central. Second in the Central. So interesting kind of turn of events there. So first wild card team playing second in the Central is what I meant to say. And then the winner of Anaheim and Vegas will play the winner of St. Louis and Seattle. Lots of hockey left to play. One more Game 5 here today on the network. That'll be brought to you live later tonight by James Cybulski, Shell Pounder, and the rest of the EA crew. But it is Vegas versus Anaheim in Las Vegas, as Vegas tries to win a series and send it back to Anaheim. But it's the Ducks who are trying to win it on the road in Las Vegas to have a date in the second round, again between Seattle or St. Louis. Thanks everyone for watching. If you're a Dallas fan, great news. If you're a Colorado fan, at least you have IRL Stanley Cup playoffs that can help you out with your misery. Alrighty folks, we'll see you later for the Anaheim and Vegas pregame show later today.